All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo, episode 8.
All right.
Oh,
so
boy.
Here's the thing, y'all. We have ourselves a situation. Madame Villefort has been seduced.
She horny and on a murder intent.
Horny on main.
Potential spree.
And she's going to be mainlining that shit, like, right into her husband. You're going to be poisoning everybody out here. Hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, because you're poisoning everybody out here.
Yeah.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. But she has the means. She has the motivation.
And the means of production as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
She's
oh, boy.
Not to seize it either.
And that's not even... No, more flicking. But that isn't even, getting into the whole situation with Valentine and Maximilian.
True.
And then the fact that Albert saw the Count and Madame Villefort, and then he just did the cocky look and smile.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So, y'all
add it to the kink list.
Yeah, exactly. Without further ado, let's get into this.
Starting with the shower.
So that's where his head's at. Ah! I wonder who. Oh.
Ah.
喜んで伺うよ。場所は
大というの森でございます。
あんな寂しい場所に
Albert.
He's like, so... Oh.
それが本日はお会いしたくないと。
Oh,
何か
cancel.
いや
Okay.
特に何も。
Shit. This is like just the lair of a vampire.
Yep. Because what better way to make it spicy than to be basically telling them that you're a vampire the whole way up to the feeding.
前の奥様がいらした頃はそれは華やかでしたわね。
Oh.
それってバランティーヌの本当の母上のこと？
まだ若くて美しい人だったが。
There's a few people already here.
Okay.
ようこそいらっしゃいました。将軍閣下、お招きありがとう。
伯爵様。
これはビルフォールの奥様。
こちら主人の。
首席判事殿。なかなかどうして。静かで私は大変気に入っております。
Oh God. A grave that's been dug up.
今日。
They probably haven't been all in the same room together
in a long
since they decided to scheme to betray him.
旅人とは不安なものです。お三方と友情を結ばせていただきたいのです。
アルベール、どうした？ぼーっとして。
Okay. Hey, Franz. Maximilian and getting invited to everything.
What are you doing here?
I love this humble. Oh shit!
Just
oh
like
shit!
That.
Already!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
いえ、平気です、お母様。
その伯爵と夫人が親密にしているの。
Oh my
shit.
God! Oh my God!
Wow! Already.
Oh my God!
God damn.
伯爵もまあいろいろあるっていうか。一人の男だってことだよ。だいたいお前マクシミリアンのことで言ったんじゃなかったのか？
Yeah, literally his fiance probably choking to her death right now. Oh, wait, has she not drank from it?
こちらを。私、夜風に当たってきます。
Oh shoot.
No, I think she did.
Right, it's just slow acting.
Yeah.
マクシミリアン・モレル対有能な軍人です。はじめまして、要剣座ガンマ方面軍陸軍隊員マクシミリアン・モレルです。あ、はい。
Oh, wait, what? Here? What?
するという立派な仕事についておられる。そのことには敬意を表しよう。しかし、君は単なる平民だ。そして私の娘にはいい名付けがいる。
で、プロポーズはどうなった？
脈なし。
何の密談かな。
そうじゃん。お前、首席判事にいきなりフラッシュなんていい度胸してるぜ。
It's been a while since we've seen this guy
反
too.
骨精
Yeah.
神がうずいてな。どうした？青春の悩みか？
無理を言って申し訳ありません。
いえ、お気遣いなく。
レッスンには大金をかけてますからな。こういう時に出番がないと。
どうか
Nice. And then it becomes the BGM for other scenes.
Yeah.
私はあなたに謝りたいんです。あなたの気持ちも考えずにひどいことを。
バランティーノはなんて？
泣いてた。
ユージェニーのやつ、上手くなったな。
こいつ、ごまかすなよ。
こないだ、彼女と話したんだけどな。
どうせまた、俺の悪口だろ。
まあな。
でもここで私はあの子を。
Oh.
Establish
演
that
奏ありがとう。
something like this could happen.
Or had happened in the past.
彼の父親は私の古い友人でして、私同様にお付き合いいただければ幸いです。
亡き父の所領を継いだばかりの若輩者ですが、どうかよろしく。
私がこの屋敷を手に入れましたのも、街中の喧騒を離れ、一人一作の時を持ちたいと願ってのことです。実際にここを訪れた私は、この古い屋敷を覆うある雰囲気に夢中になってしまいました。何と申し上げたらよいか。そう。それは。呪いです。
Wait, what?
私は思うのです。人知れず隠されたどのような悲しみがあったのかと。そこに思いを遊ばせるたび、
No,
私は言いようの
no.
ない喜びと安らぎに満たされるのです。
間違いない。間違いねえぞ。
実はこの館の奥に一箇所だけ手つかずのまま残してある部屋があります。その部屋こそこの邪悪な気配を生み出している確信と思われてならないのです。
Okay. I'll phrase this as a fun little game, basically.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
無礼な。帰るぞ。
Explore the haunted house.
ここは今夜のホストの趣向に乗ってみようじゃありませんか。
どうです？みんなでその邪悪の部屋とやらを拝見しようじゃないですか。お待ちください。大勢で連れ立っては今日も冷めるというもの。
Oh, we should take turns. Go in groups
散歩に分かれてその部屋を探すというのはどうでしょ
to search for it.
う。若者3人に先導を務めてもらいます。
All
暗い
right.
館の奥の奥、無事たどり着
Ah, I
け
love it.
私からささやかな贈り物など差し上げたく存じますが。
やりましょう。やりましょう。
Villafort is like, this is bullshit. Why am I wasting my time here?
Right.
はい。お久しぶりです、公爵夫人。
お元気そうね。
真面目にやってください。先んずれば人を制す。
東方銀河の彼方より参りました。そこはそれは美しい惑星群でして、
That's another reference to the eastern area of the galaxy.
鉱石を食べ宝石の卵を産む鳥が生息します。
やっと二人きりで話せますわね。
失礼。
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Oh, Mercedes didn't go.
What's going on?
伯爵、お話があります。
Yeah, it's Mercedes. Yeah.
メルセデス。
Yeah, I knew she was gonna say that. Yeah.
なぜマルセイユにこだわるのですか？
Why indeed?
どういうことでしょう。
ただあなたを見ていると昔知っていたある人を思い出します。ずっと長いことその人にもう一度会いたいと思って生きてきました。
Whoa.
And he's
whoa.
just gone.
Whoa.
あなたは
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
決して
Is that like one of his vampire abilities to just
Maybe.
move swiftly in the dark and quietly?
これは亡き父からもらった
おー
私のお守りです。あなたに持っていてほしいのです。
Okay.
もういい加減にしてくれ、アルベル君。 ご婦人もお疲れだ。
Oh, that those two went together.
Yeah.
奥に扉が。
Okay. Creepy.
あなた方が一番乗りです。アルベールさん、少々お手伝いを願います。
あ、はい。実はその見てしまったんです。
Dude.
ビルフォールさんの家の温室で。
Yeah, he's apologizing to him.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
奥様が
To watch you.
僕はてっきり怒っていらっしゃるのかと。
まさか。
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well played.
私の方こそ。
What did
And now he gets to be
今日まであなたと
magnanimous.
満足にお話しすることもで
those
きます。
eyes look real? Ugh.
No.
私には遠い宇宙で得た
Oh.
病が誰にも
Side
会わ
effect
ず
of
に
the
体を
vampirism?
休めたいことがあるのです。
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and look at the...
Yeah. The mechanical
Yeah,
aspect to it
yeah.
and everything. Like,
あなたと私だけの秘密です。
boy.
あな
Tying
た
Albert closer and closer to him.
わかりました。約束します。
ここはあの子を産んだ部屋。
Jeez.
あの子が私たちをここへ呼び寄せたんだわ。
取り乱すな。
でも17年前
Oh, no, it was...
Shit.
おめでとうございます。伯爵からの贈り物です。奥さん。
お前は誰なんだ。
You just said it yourself.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Probably something harmless. You know?
Oh, my
Okay.
God. Haunted house.
Okay.
Going to the
right.
mansion of the late Villefort
And his now past
well,
wife.
yeah, the late Madame Villefort.
Oh, right. The late
yes.
Madame Villefort. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And
So-
okay. So this is a whole like area of the book. If ever I don't remember anything,
Yeah, I feel like this
I-
is new because this
it doesn't have to be though.
it doesn't have to be new. It doesn't have to be.
So
new.
it's not really important whether it's new or not.
Uh,
It's
that-
just that.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you remember what happens in this?
Nope.
Yeah, me
Nope.
neither.
I remember there
Yeah.
being a bunch of points where the Count specifically brought up information that were basically secrets long since buried, and then by bringing
Yes.
the skeletons out into the limelight, that was part of his revenge. That was part of
Yes.
his maneuvering.
Yeah.
But I don't remember this. So I'm curious to see how this goes. It feels
I remember like Eugenie being a love child of Danglars and Madame Danglars and Villefort though.
yeah.
Like I don't remember.
Yeah,
that.
me neither. Me neither. So I'm excited to see where this ends up going because it's extra bit of complication, right? Because there's the okay, yeah, these people were shady and they did a lot of things to Edmond and now he wants revenge on them, but they're shady in general. So he doesn't have to just like if he wants to cause them pain, basically, there are all sorts of things that he can bring up not tied to himself.
Right.
Just
and that's
because
what this is.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, and I think by doing this, he doesn't need to gain leverage on them directly, but they need to be afraid of him potentially having leverage on him.
Right.
And then when they compare that to his vast wealth or, add that to his vast wealth and influence, they then go, oh, okay, I need you to help me with this.
Sure.
And that's the kind of thing where they end up all depending on him, and then he drops the lever.
The floor out
and
from
the
under
floor
them, yeah.
goes out from under them, and they realize that they have a noose that they willingly tied around their own necks.
And then they squirm and squeal and snap.
Yep, exactly. And it's going to be
terrifying.
but so good.
But okay, so we had Albert confronting the Count about the whole thing with seeing him in Madame Villefort.
And the visuals on his hand were quite striking.
That's so cool.
This is something that they've shown in the OP or the ED with regards to a hand that almost seemed like it had like constellations on it with lines and stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And this just seems to be like something like that, but it's
like
mechanical.
Mechanical device, yeah.
It does not seem to be in his hand or like grooved into his hand, but more like
it feels kind of fused onto the outside of it.
Fused onto the outside.
Yeah. It very much gives me that he is the product of an experiment kind of a vibe.
So he might not be entirely just a vampire.
Right.
Like the vampire
he's
thing,
a space vampire. He's he's a bit different in the fact that it might be something that's fused with technology, just on an aesthetic note. I love that.
Right.
But also, what does that change about how his vampirism works?
What I think might be going on here is that the Chateau d'If might be being a bit recontextualized for sci-fi.
Yeah, I think so.
And the time that he spent in there, stuff might have been done to him.
Right. It's we experiment on prisoners kind of a thing.
Yeah,
And that's why it
exactly,
was
yeah.
the worst prison kind of a
Right.
deal.
And he is, the experiment that got loose, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Or
the boogeyman come to collect, basically.
Yeah. Or there's a possibility that he completely destroyed and or took over the prison.
Sure.
Like
there was that whole explosion that we saw, and that might explain some of the scars on him.
Yeah, one of the things that I've been kind of wondering about why they've brought it up multiple times thus far as that's a bit interesting, is the fact that Maximilian clearly is not just human.
Oh,
He has also some kind of superhuman qualities as well.
Right.
So what if the reason why they're adding even more into this version of the story is that the reason why the Count is so insistent upon him being nearby is that he's like, oh no, Maximilian, you're another one of those.
Right. You were made using the data that was gathered from the experiments done on me all those years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And now you will be one of my weapons in my arsenal.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And while looking at this from the disease standpoint, the idea that the Count could actually be slowly dying.
Yeah.
I like this as well because it adds another bit of time-based stakes to this.
Yep.
If the Count is just, afflicted with an ailment, that's something. And that means that at the very least, he has a weakness, which he needs to contend for. Or at the very least,
manage,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool as Albert, I will show this to you. You're the only one that I trust to be able
that
to
bit of
see
extra
this.
vulnerability that makes Albert all the more trusting. Yeah.
But why did he get this? This doesn't seem like it would be a thing specifically because he's a vampire.
It gives me the vibe of something where it's assuming that he's being honest about the fact that it exists, which I think he is.
Oh, I would say he has no reason to lie about it.
Sure.
Because he could just come up with a better lie then.
Right. Yeah. I'm guessing that it's something where it's a side effect. It's the whole thing of if he was being experimented on, this is very much not the finished product, right?
Sure.
And as a result of that, especially given the fact that the whole facility exploded and he's got the burn scars and everything, there's little surprises that he might have to deal with.
The facility exploded?
Yeah, they showed in the thing that there was the point where all of a sudden it burst into flame and then the Count was walking out of the fire or something like that.
That's right.
Can't remember the exact details of how it was shot and framed and all that stuff, but there was definitely
I'm having trouble remembering that at all. So, gotcha.
But there was definitely a big boom of fire at some point.
Yeah, but that wouldn't seem to me like it would be an affliction of some kind.
Right. Exactly.
So that's why I'm a little bit more. Is it possible then that it's an active thing that is being perpetuated by whatever this mechanism is that's attached to his hand?
Well, given the fact that they're calling him a vampire, right? That could be...
Which is undead, which means...
Well, sure.
No,
but
should be...
Well, vampires have a lot of things about them that are just kind of weird. Little rules and that they have to follow and hoops they have to jump through. Whether it's asking permission to enter to cross a threshold, not liking running water, or or needing to count poppy seeds that are left outside the door. There's
wow,
a whole
nice
litany of different things that vampires basically have to do, right? And if the way it's explained in this sci-fi universe, since it's not going for the sort of fantasy unknowable angle,
Sure.
if it's instead going for the this is all a product of man's machinations and designs, then maybe it's the as a result of these beneficial things that I got, it also imparted these, diseases,
Right. One of the themes of the story, The Count of Monte Cristo, is that he is the monster come back to haunt his tormentors. But not only that, his creators. There's a very Frankenstein monster kind of element to it where, obviously this came first, but that he is the creation of their schemes and greed and jealousy.
Right, because originally he was naive and, innocent and all of that stuff, and then that was taken away. Yeah.
Yeah. And what has been replaced with it is this monster, this unknowable beast, basically, in the form of a man that has come for their blood, basically. So it fits perfectly when we found out, oh, he's a vampire. We got all excited because we're like, that's kind of what he was in the story already. He might as well have been one in terms of how bloodlusty and just dark and terrifying and
now they're just
charming he was.
So cool.
Right. So now we have a mechanical thing in the fact that he's a vampire, but also there's something more to it.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, this almost makes me this combined with the fact that Albert had that dream of the Count very much being a vampire and then, feeding on Madame Villefort, almost makes me wonder if maybe he's not actually a vampire really. It's just that's the closest thing. That's the closest thing that they can describe him as, that they can rationalize it as, because he is the boogeyman.
Right. Okay. So he brings all of them into this mansion. He puts the three families together.
Yes.
And makes specifically Mr. Villefort, the grand prosecutor, specifically very uncomfortable.
Yes.
And we find out the reason why is that he had an affair with Madame Danglars in this very location. Now, the context, though, that's a little bit curious, is that the babe was born here. Which is probably Eugenie.
Right. 17 years ago, yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yes.
So this is a place where after that, she was born. They had the whole situation here. But the first wife died. There's a possibility that the malevolent aura is not from the idea of this being where the babe was born, but this is the spot where they conspired to have the first wife murdered.
Actually, wait, hold on. So, okay, there's Villefort's first wife, died.
Yep.
Villefort's current wife, poisoner.
Yes.
The affair that Villefort had with Danglars' wife, which resulted in Eugenie, presumably, being born at this house.
Yeah.
Yeah. At what point does current Villefort Madame get roped into the timeline? Because
now here's the thing that's a little bit of an assumption here. It's most likely Eugenie.
Right.
But there is, of course, the slight possibility that it's Valentine.
Wait.
That's why the mom had to die.
Wait.
Because she knew that it wasn't her child.
Oh, hold on. So, Danglars' wife gave birth to the child.
Yes.
Right. If it... Wouldn't that be a bit obvious if Danglars' wife is pregnant for 9 months and and Danglars thinks it's his, and then suddenly she gives birth and then the child goes somewhere else?
Yeah. That would be a bit odd. So I think it's most likely Eugenie.
Okay.
I think it's most likely Eugenie.
Yeah.
But the reason why I was saying that it's possible that it's not this way is because it was 17 years ago. They might not have actually been together at that point. And I'd have to go back and check to see if the ages are such that Eugenie and Valentine are the exact same age necessarily.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is that you think it might be possible that it was before Danglars and Madame Danglars were together.
Were even together,
But Villefort was with his first wife and had an affair with the lady who is now Madame Danglars.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you don't have to have it be both of them being married for it to be an affair. An affair just
right.
But if that one of them is married.
Okay, but if it was one of the other, if it was one of the other kids or young people that are now, you know, young adult, teen, all that stuff, then it's not like they wouldn't be able to just say a stork came and dropped them off. Like if
No. That's the reason why then the first wife of Villefort had to die, is they could maybe come up with the narrative of like, oh, yeah, Valentine's mother died in childbirth.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
And that's why the birth happened here. It's in this out-of-the-way place that no one else would know about.
Yeah, if anything, the fact that the birth happened here is a bit strange.
And also, here's the other thing. Let's say Danglars, this is a dumb theory. I think it's just Eugenie.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm jumping through all these hoops is just to throw it out there.
Okay.
So bear with me on this.
Yeah.
But it could be that Danglars was like, I don't want this child. Go get rid of it. And she leaves.
Okay.
And gets rid of it. But
gotcha.
Course,
and then the and then that would be why it would be the wife who allegedly was the mother of Valentine, because if she died and then Villefort just took in the child from his affair as if it was his own and killed his previous wife so that way she wouldn't be able to deny it, and you made sure that no one could tell that Villefort, Madame Villefort that is now dead, was never pregnant over those 9 months.
So
okay.
Help me out here.
Okay.
Just,
all right.
That's a theory.
Okay.
It's Eugenie, though, probably.
But yeah, it's Eugenie. It's
Eugenie.
Yeah.
Did it really take that much kind of legwork to kind of understand how it could work, you know?
I still don't understand how it could work, but that's But
if Eugenie then is not actually Baron Danglars' daughter,
right?
Then, well, she has no reason to be living under that roof.
That's true, because he is totally the kind of bastard that would be like, "Oh, great, you're not actually
my daughter.
You're not actually my daughter.
That makes you actually dangerous.
Well,
why would I give you anything?"
Right, that makes you dangerous, but also you have no legal authority over me. Like you have no actual claim to my stuff. So therefore,
right. But then if he continues as if she is, that makes her actually dangerous to him, because then he could unwittingly give something to her that then she then goes, "Oh, wonderful. And now I'm not going to give you anything because I'm actually not your daughter." But if you legally signed over things, it doesn't matter. You made that decision.
Okay.
So Eugenie needs to get out of that house.
Well, yeah. Well, she's needed to get out of there for a while now, and if anything, that might be a helpful excuse.
Yeah.
Like some ammunition in her tool belt so that she can feel like she can really fight back.
Yeah, but now, the Count's waving their dark tryst in front of their faces. And I think the reason why this is not just this is something that is just because you guys had an affair that this terrifies you so much, but maybe what's in that chest has to do with why Villefort's wife is dead.
Okay.
And
all right.
Yeah. Now, I like, this is like a weird part of the story where I have no like actual context or ideas to what happens here.
I have zero clue what is going to happen here. So, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the chest then? Like, do you have an idea?
It could just as easily be a placebo, because this is
something that they remember, or she thinks it's going to be something horrible.
Yeah,
but it's nothing.
My best guess, actually, or at least the best case scenario on behalf of the Count is that it is actually something that is a nice trinket, and that it is truly a generous gift, as a prize for doing this, for playing with this little game.
Why did she freak out when she saw the chest?
Because she doesn't know what's in there. Because it's the whole thing of when you have skeletons in the closet, you don't need to prove that there are skeletons in the closet. You just need to start a rumor.
Okay, but doesn't it seem too similar to what Haiti did? It's literally like 2 episodes later, and they scream the exact same way upon seeing something with no words or context.
Yeah, but
sorry, there is context in the place that they're in. But
like, because
really nothing.
It could be something, but if it was going to be something, then that would be because, in my mind, that the Count was actually wanting to like make serious progress and like take one of them out here or like do serious damage to them. And I think right now he's still in the prep stage,
but he is doing damage to Danglars' wife.
Well, right, mentally and all of that stuff, but not any kind of truly lethal damage, right?
Yeah, you don't know that. Like,
well, okay, yeah, it's possible that she had a heart attack or something, but in my mind, it's something where
it could just psychologically broken her. She's like never going to be like an actual like supportive help to Baron Danglars for the rest of the story. She's could be catatonic and terrified.
That is totally possible, and if that happens, cool. But that would have already happened. He wouldn't need to actually open the box in order for that to be a thing.
Well,
and really, he wouldn't want himself to have been made to be obviously antagonistic in order to intentionally cause something like this, because then everyone else would be like, okay, you're a serious problem, right? Whereas if it's just like coincidentally, you come over to this place, right? And I wouldn't assume you had any secrets, so I wouldn't think anything would happen.
I'm still talking about, though, why the box freaks her out. Not about what's actually inside it. Like, what was inside it then? Because he made a big point of saying, there's been no changes made to one room.
Right.
And then she starts to get all panicky of like, oh my God, wait. Is this some dark, twisted fate that we are meant to come back here and have this thrown in our faces again?
I'm guessing it's that they know that there is probably some evidence out there that would reveal what actually happened. And as a result of that, they're terrified that that's what's in the box. Some incriminating pictures or something like that, or, who knows, right?
Who knows? Okay.
The basic evidence stuff. But in some ways, it's easier for the Count if he doesn't even necessarily have any of that stuff.
No, I mean, you're right. Yes, it doesn't really like, yeah. But
if it was something like
but if there's not like think about it for both angles. If it is something in there that's incriminating, then it's just does he know? But if it's something that's been removed, why was it removed? Like if there was something that's in there and they know that something was in there, but he took it out and replaced it with gold, doesn't that make it even more terrifying? Because then he has the thing somewhere out there.
Sure.
And he doesn't know necessarily what he has, but given the menacing aura that they feel in this place.
Right.
It's then extra terrifying because he could know actually, oh, no, I know exactly what this is. And this is me telling you, I have you. I have you both by the balls. Like, he doesn't need to make it overt. All he needs to do is basically present it in a way where they insinuate it as a threat. And now he controls both of them. And that's two couples that he basically has full control over now.
And if it's something where, like, let's say it is, it's incriminating evidence, but it wouldn't necessarily be obvious that it's incriminating evidence.
Yeah, that was the first scenario I suggested.
No, right. And if that is what it is, and then he gives it back to them as a gift, he could do it as a threat. He could also just do it as a way to make them indebted to him.
Yeah.
He helped them cover something up that could have been uncomfortable.
Right.
They didn't cover their tracks, and but now
he still ends up in control over them.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's the giving of the diamonds. It's the all of that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just wondering if you had thoughts about that. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah, no, my main thoughts is that I think it will be something pleasant and innocuous.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have Albert being the unwitting witness of all this.
Yes.
The unwitting witness.
And the fact that he was the one who was specifically leading their group, not a coincidence.
Yeah, I think that at the very least he might have been guided to find this location, or it was just dumb luck. But I think there's also a possibility in that they were maybe accidentally kind of pushing towards the direction of the spot because they knew
what the room probably was. Yeah, or at the very least were like, oh, we hope it's not this room.
Yeah.
Because that would be really bad. So let's go in that direction to check. And then it's like, hey, surprise, yeah, good job, you found it.
You found it.
Yeah.
I love it also because when he separates from them and he gets all panicky, Madame Villefort goes up to him and has this, oh, we're alone.
Yeah.
But then we look over to the piano bench and Mercedes is sitting right there. You're not alone, Madame Villefort. What were you planning on doing?
Yeah. I mean,
or saying?
Well, okay. Madame Villefort.
She's crazy.
She's
crazy. Already poisoned Valentine.
Yes.
Maybe. Most likely.
I think she did.
I think she did.
But one of the things that that they got into in the books at some points was that poison can be as immediate of an effect as you want, right? Or as little, immediate effect as you want, right? You can have it be something that's like, I just poison you over time. And then, it seems like, you just had health issues, you fall ill, whatever, and you pass away. Oh, that's so sad, right? Whereas like, if suddenly someone, I don't know, drinks from their goblet of wine and then their face turns purple and they start, they suffocate and choke on their own tongue in front of a bunch of people, that's very obviously poison, and then they're going to be looking for a poisoner,
Yeah, exactly.
You don't exactly have a lot of long-term poisoning future ahead of you if you do that.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Then then this episode is basically the part 1 of this this little continuation. Well, just focusing on the mansion and stuff. And
I'm curious to see how that goes.
Yeah, I really feel like if they end up spending a lot of time here, could the Count go to the other groups and have more stuff with them even?
Sure.
Because he did split the couples here, which is quite odd.
Yeah.
But I think that was their choice.
That might have been because he did. Yeah. The only thing that he was emphatic about was that he split the 3 kids. Yeah. And actually, that's a good point. If Albert was leading them, he might have been the one that ended up bringing them to this room, which then maybe the Count was like subconsciously guiding him somehow, or I don't know. But
then it might have been just coincidence at that point. Who knows? Or there was a room that led like literally to only like the pathway he took. He had positioned it so it would lead them only to that spot.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Who knows? But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.